Welcome.
We're doing it?
We're doing it.
We're here?
Teed up. We're
The
here.
bracket is here. I flew all the way to Los Angeles to be here with you, Tate. It's Tate's birthday.
That's literally the one thing I said, don't tell America.
He said don't tell anybody it's your birthday, so I wanted to get it out of the way in the first 10 seconds. It's Tate's birthday today.
Hey everyone, it's my birthday, and we're here to talk about basketball.
We're here in this set, the Ringer set. It's an NBA set. They got all the NBA stuff all over, and they're like, we're doing a college show. Let's just tape up some pictures real quick and try to make this a college show. I appreciate it. We got NBA balls and stuff.
NBA balls, they're certified, signed by Adam Silver.
We went above and beyond here. This is exciting. We're gonna fill out a bracket. We're gonna should we start should we just put Duke as the champion and go from there?
No, we should not.
Should we work backwards?
If you write in Duke as a champion, I will break the official Ringer bracket in front of everyone. That's gonna happen. We're gonna run through every region. Mark Titus is gonna write because the pin is powerful. He's gonna write in. He's gonna make his picks. We're also gonna get viewer questions. So the first question for the viewers, Mark Titus. Who do you expect to see in the national championship game or the Final Four? You can comment, and we will talk about it later in the show.
Dude, that's a good question.
My first thing for you, though, Jim Boeheim, snubbed.
Jim Boeheim was snubbed.
He was snubbed.
Syracuse was snubbed. Here's the thing. Jim Boeheim said he has a better team than he had last year. He has a better resume. Last year they went to the Final Four.
Okay.
So I don't understand why they're not in.
So are they going to be in the national championship game?
I think.
Is it a lock?
I think you have to be crazy to count Jim Boeheim out. He's been doing it for so long that he's going to find a way. That's what he does. Jim Boeheim has won so many games. I think he can win 6 more and win the national title. I really do.
The best thing about Boeheim is he talks junk about UNC Greensboro. The NIT, a tournament that we've made a lot of fun of this year, because who cares about the NIT usually? This year we care. The NIT, UNC Greensboro, Wes Miller's team versus Jim Boeheim in the first round. That's irony at its finest.
Here's my question for you as a North Carolina guy.
Yes.
Was Boeheim wrong about Greensboro?
Boeheim was a little off. He wasn't wrong. He was just a little off. It's just like you don't have to be that mean to Greensboro. What are they? They have the Greensboro Coliseum.
He was just a little off.
You know, they have concerts.
So we gotta have some rules here.
What are the rules?
When we disagree, what's our tiebreaker? Are we just going to Kim Pom? Are we doing the college basketball gospel?
Yeah, Kim Pomeroy is the gospel.
What's our strategy here with doing this? Because you and I,
we don't agree.
The bracket came out. We knew we were doing this today, and last night we were like, should we start planning out what we're gonna do? And we both agreed, no, we shouldn't.
No.
We almost didn't even look at the bracket, so that way we could just give the viewers just a raw.
This is pure unadulterated picks.
Raw discussion
raw
here.
picks.
So all right, let's start with this. Let's get this cracking.
We're gonna go to the East region first, Mark Titus.
Villanova. I like Villanova. I like Villanova to win this game. How do you feel?
I like Villanova to win this game.
Should we pick the playing game? Do you have a thought on Mount St. Mary's and is that New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah. I really like New Orleans, just the city itself. I know nothing about the basketball team, but I like New Orleans is in over Tulane. Sorry, Mike Dunleavy Sr.
Didn't
Orleans.
Buzz Williams was the coach in New Orleans before he went to Marquette, I think?
That makes sense.
Let's go with that.
That checks out.
My one Mount St. Mary's thing, that's we'll circle New Orleans and pretend like they're going to win.
I love that New Orleans is just no.
Is no.
No.
Yeah, it's like no.
Will they win? No. They will not win.
I think it was this year. Gonzaga played Mount St. Mary's at home, and all the Gonzaga fans went to the game because they thought they got really hyped for the game because they thought it was St. Mary's and it was Mount St. Mary's.
Yeah.
And then they showed up and they were really disappointed because Gonzaga won by 400 against Mount St. Mary's. That's a fun story. So Villanova's going to win, right?
Yeah, Villanova.
Villanova over. God, I got bad handwriting.
We should say, viewer question for the East region. Villanova is the top seed overall. Which team is most likely to knock off Villanova? We're going to run through it. Mark Titus says Duke. Oh, God, disgusting. Yeah, let's talk about this game.
Are you done with this? Sorry.
Yeah, the viewers had their question. Back to you, the real star.
The game of the first round, kind of, Wisconsin, Virginia Tech. We were joking, we were laughing about this on our podcast that we were watching the selection show. Wisconsin gets an 8 seed, and Nigel Hayes and Bronson Koenig and company just completely dejected that they got an 8 seed and just totally miserable. And then you cut to Virginia Tech with the 9 seed, and they were just losing their minds.
Buzz Williams never danced like that in his life.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful scene.
Except at West Virginia, when he beat West Virginia, the country roads dance. Otherwise, so yeah, are we reading into that? Wisconsin, are they going to come in pissed off that they got disrespected, or are they come in still worried about getting an 8 seed?
I'm worried about.
Hey, Wisconsin, stop crying. Play basketball.
Too many cheese curds. They peaked too early. Wisconsin, you're done. Buzz Williams.
You're saying no to Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm saying no. I like Buzz Williams. I like the bald head. I like the way that he fixes his tie. I just think Greg Gard just doesn't have it this year. I like Virginia
I want
Tech.
to disagree, but
You're a Big Ten homer, though.
Here's
Doesn't
the thing.
count.
I feel like I only have a select number of vetoes to use, and I don't want to waste it on this one. I got to collect my vetoes for when we get to Duke. So
save your vetoes.
I'll give you Virginia Tech. I'll give you VT.
Virginia Tech. Congrats to Buzz Williams. You did
Virginia
it.
Tech. Virginia, UNC Wilmington.
Also in Virginia.
I know you want UNC Wilmington to win this one.
Kevin Keats.
Again, like Tate, I keep asking you, like, give me a compelling reason that UNC Wilmington is going to beat Virginia, other than they're in North Carolina.
No,
they're from North Carolina, and you're from North Carolina.
That's not the reason.
I need more reasons.
It's Devontae Kaycock. NCAA record
and
for
they have
field
a guy
goal
with
percentage.
a funny last name. Like, these are your
Kaycock.
reasons.
It's a great last name.
You're
If you
like-
have a great last name, that's a reason to win, right? And this is the
Do you want to fill this out like based on mascots?
Yes.
Is that what you're going with?
On mascots and game time. So Virginia, UNCW, noon game, Titus. We know how, hey, you
Where's
know,
it being played?
Noon games are weird.
Where's
Noon
it being
games are-
played? They're wonky.
Yeah.
They're a little wonky.
Yeah.
Where's this thing being played?
Who cares?
I care. I'm asking you. I care. Where's it being played? I need to know this. This is my tiebreaker. And what's the spread?
What's the spread?
We need these things.
We're going through.
I'm curious about that.
Well, just say Virginia's going to win at this point, based on what's happening right now. Spread's -8, Virginia.
That's like 30 for any other team.
Yeah.
If Virginia's favored by
Virginia's
yeah.
favored. So
Yeah,
it looks
Vegas
like
knows.
5-12. You're not going to get it
Vegas
this time.
knows. Has Vegas ever gotten anything wrong in March? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think it happens. Virginia. Did I spell that right?
Yeah, good for you.
I don't know how to spell words like that. It's a little Jeff. It's like virgin. Florida, East Tennessee State.
Yeah.
What do you know about East Tennessee State? I know
I
nothing.
think that they're in the eastern part of Tennessee.
That's a good start.
That's a good. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that upset though. That seems like there's always a good 4-13 upset. You know.
Was this the one that was that Seth Davis loved?
Yeah. I think he already picked East Tennessee State to upset Virginia before he even knew that they were playing Florida.
So.
What do you think? Are you pulling for the upset, or do you think you're going chalk?
I can't do it. I'm going. I don't want to go chalk too much, but yeah, we gotta go Florida.
All right, Florida, good for the SEC. Number
have
2
to
in
go
the SEC.
Florida.
Good for Mike White. Mike White had a tough year.
I just know like everyone's watching this right now, just like, oh, awesome, you guys are just gonna pick all the best seeds. That seems like a fun show. Which is why, as much as we like to make fun of Seth Davis, that's probably why he does it.
Exactly.
Now
Now we're getting to the good part of the bracket.
first we gotta do Providence, USC.
Andy Enfield, Dunk City, now USC. He's
I don't
sold
like either
out.
one of them. I don't like either one.
Why?
Because neither one of these teams are good.
Should I look at what Kim Pom says?
Yeah, let's just do a straight Kim Pom tiebreaker on this one.
Yeah, USC. They're going to get it.
USC.
Thank you, Kim Pom.
Don't argue with us. Kim Pom said they're going to win. SMU, I don't need to ask you. SMU's winning that.
Simi Ojale. Do it for Larry Brown.
Baylor, New Mexico State. Is Scott Drew a good coach?
He said no. He figured it out. He's not a good coach. You know who decided that? Bruce Weber, when he beat him. Bruce Weber beat him. Scott Drew, now not a good coach. No pressure, though.
I think we both are probably on the same page that Baylor's not making the Sweet 16 because they're not going to beat SMU in the second round.
Yeah.
But
that's a great Texas battle.
When are they losing, though? Are they losing? What do we know about New Mexico State? What's Kim Pom say about them? We got to go to Kim Pom.
Let's go to Kim Pom. New Mexico State, 88th, according to Kim Pom. Just below Penn State, just above St. Bonaventure. So if that gives you a little, like, you know, where they are in the Kim Pom rankings.
So you're telling me Penn State versus Baylor
yes.
is what I got to
Yeah, that's what you need to think about.
this.
Penn State versus Baylor.
I got to go Baylor.
Yeah.
We can't. Penn State's not beating Baylor.
Plus, this is the perfect matchup of which program is not that proud of itself right now. So SMU versus Baylor.
Right.
Who's the least proud of themselves? Because pride is what drives people to the games.
Right.
You know, it's all about pride. I think SMU's pretty proud.
South Carolina Marquette. This is a good one.
Yeah.
In South Carolina.
This
in
is
Greenville, South Carolina. The
home
Varsity
game for Frank
Metropolis
Martin.
of Greenville.
Wojo versus Frank Martin. That's a good battle. Who will slap the floor first, Frank Martin or Wojo?
This is offense-defense, is it not?
Yeah, exactly.
This is an offensive-defensive battle.
Yeah.
I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I am a Frank Martin guy, and that's defense. Defense wins championships.
So
Titus.
again,
like
I feel bad we're going chalk, but I am very much a defense guy. I like defense and guards over offense and big guys. That's how I operate.
Sorry, the Marquette Twitter account.
Duke, shout out Marquette Twitter account, who's probably going to tweet at us at some point as we do this. Duke and Troy.
I'm not saying that I expect Troy to be Lehigh, but I'm not saying that I don't expect it, you know?
One thing to keep in mind about Troy, little Troy wanted to be a baller.
Yes.
A shot caller.
Shot caller.
So just imagine how good Big Troy is.
Yes. This is the Big Troy.
Imagine the Big Troy. Yeah, Duke's going to win, though.
Yeah, we're
Duke's gonna
going to take Duke,
All right.
unfortunately.
Let's see here. Gonzaga, yeah, let's just go Gonzaga. Let's burn through these.
Well, you're in the West now.
We are in the West. Oh, you're trying to fill out the.
Yeah, we're gonna
go to East.
Yeah,
let's
stay where you are.
Okay.
Stay in your lane.
This is a good debate, by the way. Like maybe that's a question for the viewers. How do you fill out your bracket? Do you do? Because I'm a guy. I go all first rounds.
Yeah.
Then I go through the next games, or are you the complete the region and keep going? It's a good question.
It's a great question.
It's a philosophical debate. Villanova, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, we're starting to think
blazing
about
through
things.
this.
We're not just saying things now. We're thinking about things.
Do we regret any picks so far?
I already regret Virginia. I feel like UNCW, Kevin Keats, I feel like he can do it.
Yeah, I don't regret that.
You don't regret it.
I mean, we're going to do a lot of 12-5 action, like Middle Tennessee, Minnesota. I think that's everyone's pick.
Yeah, we're saving the 12-5 games.
Nevada, Iowa State's interesting because Iowa State, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's do
back to the East.
Did we settle on what we're doing? Are we going all the way through the first round, or are we doing?
We're gonna stay. We're gonna stay in the region.
Yeah, you're throwing me off my game, man. I'm
sorry.
I
didn't know your bracket style.
Second round guy. Yeah, I like to take it round by round. All right, Villanova, Virginia Tech. Give the people a quick Virginia Tech scouting report.
Virginia Tech scouting report. Buzz Williams going to do this a lot. He's going to yell at his team a lot. He's going to get his face really red a lot. Seth Allen's really good.
Seth Allen's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty much the report. Virginia Tech's a really good team.
Are they good enough to beat Villanova? They were good enough to beat Duke.
They did beat Duke.
They beat Duke.
So
they beat Duke. They beat Duke in a game that counted. That was the game that made K hurt his back.
Yeah, it didn't count. Because K's back wasn't 100% going into the game. So if K was 100%, then they would not have lost that game to Virginia Tech. So there was an asterisk there. I think Villanova wins, right?
Yeah, Villanova.
V versus V? I'd take Nova.
Villanova. Oh, nice.
Congrats,
squeaky.
Villanova. You've moved on. Who's next?
Yeah, Villanova's going to be really excited to beat. You remember when Villanova last year beat your North Carolina Tar Heels in the national title game? They hit the shot. What happened was so Carolina tied the game, and North Carolina fans were like, "Oh, we tied the game!" And then Villanova was like, "Suck on this, we win."
Oh God!
Do you remember that?
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't see it.
Virginia, Florida. This game there'll be the first one to 15 wins.
Yeah, exactly. The first one not to collapse on offense at that point. I like Tony Bennett. You know Tony Bennett.
Yeah, it's weird. This is like you like Wilmington to beat Virginia, but if we got Virginia here, then you like Virginia beating Florida.
Of course. Yeah. Well, you can't trust Mike White. That's just I don't even know if that's a true thing.
Do you want to do the bracket trick? Here's a little trick for everyone. You can always do this. Do you want to put UNC Wilmington here? That's how you do you're forfeiting your chance at a perfect bracket.
Yeah.
But you do the little thing where it's like, if I lose this game, I still haven't really lost this game because maybe Wilmington wins there.
Yeah, so you feel like a genius regardless.
Yeah, that was a move. I came up with that when I was like 7 years old. My family's pool.
Yeah.
I thought I was so smart.
That's genius.
Yeah, let's not do that. But
can we just say that Virginia, we were just talking about, Virginia loses every year in the NCAA tournament, right?
Yeah, so
every year.
Tony Bennett switched it up.
Yeah.
A lot of teams lose every year in the NCAA tournament. We should clarify. Like, there's only one team that wins that goes all the way. But, yeah, Virginia has, like, heartbreaking losses and, like, oh, man, that's so unlucky. How did that happen type stuff. So Tony Bennett sat down and he said,
We're getting this is our wrap it up.
This is wrap it up.
This is wrap it up.
So Virginia, yeah, they had to switch things up. They kept Ty Jerome and
Kyle Guy.
Kept
them at bay.
They kept him hidden.
And then
they just like pulled him out and they're like, here's our secret weapon. No one has tape on him.
Yeah.
We have Virginia.
Offense. Yeah, Virginia. Mike White's
shot clock. We still had 12 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we should keep talking. In true Virginia fashion, we're not going to put our pick in.
Yeah. We're not shooting in the shot clock till 5 seconds. We're just being smart. It's smart basketball.
Moving the ball. Virginia.
Hey, that's a good rematch. Remember DiVincenzo tipped it in.
The big ragu. Gus Johnson called that one.
The big ragu.
SMU Baylor.
So both programs in Texas.
Both programs in Texas.
That's true.
SMU has. We're getting shot clocked again. SMU has.
No one wants to hear us.
SMU has like a rotation, like 5.5 guys, but they're all really, really good.
Yeah.
And
Simi Ojeleye, former
SMU's like
Duke
red
guy.
hot. They won like 16 in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
We're going
They
SMU.
only lost one game in conference. Won the conference tournament.
Has not won 16
Larry
in a row.
Brown is not there, but I have a question for you, Titus. Is Tim Jankovich a good coach?
We don't know.
We don't know.
There's honestly no way of knowing.
We don't know. We'll figure it out.
South Carolina Duke.
The craziest crowd of all time. North Carolina fans and South Carolina fans going against Duke in Greenville, South Carolina. Maybe the craziest game of all time.
This is going to be a great game. You know, Wojo is going to, like, Wojo loses to South Carolina. He's going to give K all of his.
Do you think the Marquette fans will stay and support Wojo? Will it be it'll be private schools versus public schools?
Is Wojo going to be on the bench for Duke in this game?
I love that. I think Wojo should be on the end of the bench, like the trainer, just to help out K.
Duke's going to win, but this is
going
to be a great game. This is South Carolina. For those who don't have any idea, South Carolina plays really great defense, kind of suck on offense. Duke plays really great offense, kind of suck on defense, although they're getting better. But
PJ Dozier and Sindarius Thornwell.
Duke's going to win, but it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be a loud game.
Villanova, Virginia, rematch, like we said earlier. They played at Villanova. Villanova won on a tip-in. Dante DiVincenzo.
Archie Diacono's replacement, basically.
The game came down to Ty Jerome and Dante DiVincenzo.
The two stars of the teams.
Who do we like?
I think Virginia, you would say, it's like a little redemption. I like revenge. I like revenge games, especially regular season revenge.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
You want to do it? I want to do it, too. We're doing it.
Congrats, Tony Bennett. You did it.
You picked Virginia to lose in the first round.
It goes one way or the other. Virginia to the Elite Eight or Virginia loses in the first round. That's all it is. It goes either way.
SMU Duke. That's going to be a hell of a game, too.
Okay.
That's going to be great.
So
give the people a rundown on that one.
Simi Ojeleye, star of SMU, goes to Duke, plays like 5 minutes a game, sits on the end of the bench. Another 5-star that's shelved by K. SMU gives him a call. Larry Brown's like, come on, son. I can take you to Texas. I can help you out. He goes to SMU.
Is that how Larry Brown talks?
I don't know how he talks. Talks like a Philly guy. And then SMU Duke, they're just going to have an amazing game. Simi Ojeleye, 30, 10, and 10. It's like Derek Williams, Arizona all over again. SMU.
You like SMU?
SMU.
I completely agree. SMU all the way. Oh, shit.
You're just breaking my heart now.
I misspelled SMU. What happened? Wow. What happened?
Wow. How shocking.
Man, that was crazy.
Sorry, Simi Ojeleye.
Virginia Duke. Duke is Virginia is kryptonite. We don't even have to overthink this one.
Yeah.
Duke always beats Virginia.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Virginia beats Louisville. Duke beats Virginia. That's how it works.
Because it's two fundamental teams. It's too much fundamentals.
Virginia fans even know this. Like, if they play Duke, they're not even going to watch the game. They're going to be like, cool, we lost to Duke. That's how this works.
Put the dark side makes it. Congrats to the dark side.
Duke going to the Final Four. Congratulations to Duke. A lot of adversity this year.
What's the most adversity they faced? When did you think that they were never going to come back from this? Was it when K was out?
When K was out, like he had a really bad back. I thought, this is it. Like, how are they going to overcome this?
How bad was his back, do you think? On a scale of 1 to lying.
On a scale from 1 to lying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It was interesting timing, right?
It's beautiful timing.
Tripping,
3 out of 4 games they lose.
Yeah.
NC State beats them at home, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
The committee did not count those games.
Yeah, they didn't count the games. So Duke's here. Duke's doing it.
Congrats to Duke.
We already filled in Gonzaga. I got a little ahead of myself.
So we're going to go west.
We're going to do do you like Nordwestern or Vanderbilt?
Let's just say Nordwestern.
Nordwestern.
That is the name for them the whole tournament.
The media is going to will Nordwestern versus Gonzaga into existence. Like, people want this so badly. They want to see, like, Gonzaga, everybody loves Gonzaga. Everybody loves Nordwestern. That's what's going to happen.
Nordwestern fans love Cinderella because they love Disney movies, because that's like what they grew up on probably. Do you think Nordwestern is the Cinderella in the tournament? And if you think that, let us know on the comments.
I think North. We got busters.
Nordwestern. The journalists in the back room want us to vote for Nordwestern. They won't let us not vote for them.
I'm a journalist. I have to.
All journalists stick together.
Fun fact about Northwestern: this is their first tournament. They've never made the tournament until this year. This is their first one.
Who knew?
We should. Breaking news. Notre Dame Princeton. Another. I was trying to. I'm making fun of nerds I can't even read. I was too busy. Nerds. Notre Dame Princeton. Another academic showdown.
Yeah, so much academics.
We watched the Princeton game against. Who were they playing the other day? Penn. We were watching the Ivy League tournament.
Yeah, when they came back.
Not good basketball.
No. It was really bad. We had a good question, like Princeton's offense. I guess that is a Princeton offense, and now the Princeton offense must be dead based on what we saw.
Yeah.
Are you writing them in?
No.
Princeton?
I'm putting North Dakota or Notre Dame.
MD.
West Virginia, Bucknell. What do you know about Bucknell?
I know Bucknell's a party school in Pennsylvania, and I know West Virginia's a party school in Morgantown, West Virginia. And my question to you is,
harder?
Who parties harder, and who's going to drink more Bud Heavies on game day? Let us know, America. If you have any responses to that. Well, they've never lost the Bud Heavy battle.
West Virginia, literally anything could happen when West Virginia plays. They could lose this game by 40. They could win by 40.
Have you heard of their nickname, Press Virginia?
Yeah, because they press.
They press.
I like West Virginia.
Congrats to Bob Huggins, the only coach in the West that you pointed out that has made it to a Final Four.
Yeah, only coach in the West that's been a Final
veteran.
Four. Maryland Xavier. I think upset. I'm smelling upset on this one.
Yeah, Chris Mack versus Mark Turgeon. Two guys that have sort of underperformed their whole careers in the big games. I like Mack. Give me, you know why we need Mack? Because we need Bill Murray. Bill Murray.
We need Bill Murray, yeah.
Bill Murray. Next round. Move him on. Congrats to Bill Murray and his son.
I don't love Xavier. Mack. Xavier was supposed to be good this year. They weren't really that good, but maybe this is their chance. This could be a classic case of like having an underwhelming season, but then like you win a couple games in the tournament, everyone's like, yeah, what a great year. We did it.
Great. Way to go, Xavier.
Florida State, Florida Gulf Coast. You famously said Florida State should be number 1 in the country right before they started losing a lot.
Thank you.
Florida Gulf Coast. A couple years ago, they dunked a lot in a game in the NCAA
tournament. They got a good nickname, Dunk City.
People really like them.
Yeah.
Your take? I could go either way on this one, honestly.
I think it's going to be a lot of athletes on the floor in Orlando, Florida.
In Orlando.
Yeah. Hopefully they all go to Disney World after the game. I'm saying Florida State, just for Johnny Isaac. We need more Johnny Isaac in America. Good for FSU.
We need more Michael Ojo in America.
Yeah. Hey, do you know that Michael Ojo wears size 19 shoes?
Yeah.
They told us that in every broadcast.
St. Mary's, VCU, a little culture war. Like St. Mary's is going to slow it down, try to be efficient, all that. VCU is just going to try to turn it into a rock fight and like go 2 for 17 from the 3-point line and still try to find a way to win.
Yeah, Will Wade.
VCU, are they favoring this game?
No.
They're not?
No. Let's check. Let's check. I'm pretty sure they're not.
This feels to me like a game that would be like VCU's not actually an upset type thing.
Yeah. I'd say VCU. VCU. I'd say VCU. Yeah,
right.
Why not? Why not?
St. Mary's lost to Gonzaga 3 times this year.
Yeah. I think if you lose to anyone 3 times, you
should make the tournament.
Or if you lose by 30 in your conference tournament.
Or if you lose twice to Duke, like North Carolina did. They lost twice to Duke.
Did they?
They lost twice.
Well, Isaiah Hicks didn't play in the first game.
Arizona,
so
North Dakota, that's a gimme. Arizona.
That's a chalk.
We love Arizona.
Sean Miller, will he do it?
Sean Miller trying to get to his first Final Four. Mark Few trying to get to his. Chris Collins. Who you like in the media wet dream here of Gonzaga versus Northwestern?
Gonzaga.
I think so.
Yeah. Sorry, nerds.
Gonzaga.
Who's going to be the most upset when Northwestern loses?
They should. You know what I want to see someone do, Pete? Maybe we should do this. We should walk around Hollywood out here. Go to all the famous people that went to Northwestern, that love Northwestern, and just like shove a camera in their face and just say, hey, name 3 starters from Northwestern. Hey, Stephen Colbert, name 3 starters.
Yeah.
Like,
looking at you, Colbert.
Yeah.
He just knows Collins.
Notre Dame, West Virginia. Offense, defense.
That's a great game.
That's going to be an amazing game.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. I mean, it comes down to, like, both these teams could go either way, like, as to Notre Dame.
This is a great Big East battle from back in the day.
Huge variance with both teams. We got to go Kim Pom on this one. Go to the Kim Pom.
Let's go to Kim Pom. Let's see what Notre Dame's at. Notre Dame at 25. Oh, yeah. West Virginia's at number 5. So
West Virginia. West Virginia. Kim Pom loves West Virginia.
Kim Pom loves West Virginia. We love Kim Pom, so therefore we love West Virginia. Congrats to Bob Huggins, who's inching closer to destiny at this point. Xavier FSU just looks like a FSU upset. I don't see them beating Xavier.
You think? Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I like this idea that Xavier's preseason top 10, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I like this idea that they kind of had a disappointing year. They had some injuries, kicked a guy off the team, all that kind of stuff. And then
you know what they call that? Actual adversity.
Actual adversity, not
actual adversity. And FSU always seems to have something go awry in those games, you know, early in the tournament. So Sorry, FSU. Sorry, Leonard Hamilton.
Did VCU beat FSU? No, that was Notre. Who beat FSU a few years ago when they had a really good team?
When they went to the Sweet 16?
Yeah, I forget. Look that up.
Let's look that up.
You look that up. I'm gonna pick Arizona over VCU.
Good for you.
I don't need your help on that one. Ooh, a little Sean Miller versus Xavier situation.
They lost to VCU. You were right.
They did lose to VCU.
Yeah, so
because I was looking at the.
Yeah, they're right next to each other. That's close.
VCU.
Proximity.
We had two storylines we could have gone with, the little Florida State VCU rematch, but we're going the Sean Miller showdown.
Yeah.
Gonzaga, West Virginia. I think Gonzaga is the best team in the country, most complete team, which is something.
But you base everything off Kim Pom, so.
Which is something that everyone.
So you're right.
Laughs at me when I say.
I'm going to take Gonzaga, too, because I feel like if they don't do it this year, then when are they going to do it? So Gonzaga, congrats to you.
Thing to keep in mind about these kind of games, Gonzaga will have a full 4 or 5 days to prepare for West Virginia's press.
Who can drink more beers, Nathan Adrian or Karnowski from Gonzaga?
Oh, my God. That's a real contest.
That's a real contest. That
really
should be the game. We don't even need to play basketball.
Gonzaga.
Congrats to Gonzaga. They did it.
Xavier, Arizona, Sean Miller, showdown. I think Arizona's winning this one.
Yeah,
right?
I think Arizona.
Yeah.
This is just the West region, so it's Western bias. This is PST bias. And this is the game. So Mark Few, Sean Miller, both guys have to get over the hump to get in the Final Four.
Both guys have to make the Final Four. They have no excuse whatsoever. And the tricky thing about this is
they can't.
They both can't. One of them has to lose. But yeah, whoever loses this game is just
going to have a horrible
ripped to shreds.
Yeah, he's going to have a horrible. Think about the think pieces about that. I'd say Arizona because I told you that the national Final Four, the national final and semifinal is in Arizona. Therefore, Arizona should be playing in it because you know what it comes down to, Titus? Selling tickets.
Tate.
Arizona.
See this?
Yeah.
It's a Final Four ring, Tate.
You've been there.
I'm a guy who knows about the Final Four. Not to brag.
You're not bragging.
I'm not bragging. I've been to the Final Four. Gonzaga's winning this.
Nice. I don't agree with that, by the way. This is the Ringers bracket.
Gonzaga's doing it.
I'm going rogue. I don't need that. But congrats to Gonzaga. Congrats to Mark Few.
Yeah. Do we want to do Duke Gonzaga?
That's such a good game.
That's going to be a great game.
Fun fact, Duke Gonzaga won 2 seed in 2015 when Duke won the national championship. So look at that road for Duke.
Let's just
oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's just stop for a second. Let's not do that. Let's go to the other side. I need to think about that one. Cuz I came in here thinking I'm going to have Duke go all the way just to piss you off.
Yeah.
And then
now you've got your team that you love.
I don't want Duke going all the way. But goddamn, Duke is good. Duke has a good basketball team.
You know that they were number 1 in the country.
They have a lot of good players.
A lot of people thought they may go undefeated
in all seriousness, Duke has 3 guys, Kennard, Tatum, and Allen, that you could just throw the ball to and be like, we can't figure this out. Here, take the ball, go score for us.
Yeah.
I mean, most teams only have 1. And if you have 1, you're like, awesome, we have 1 guy. This is great. Duke has 3.
Virginia has 2. Ty
Jerome, Kyle Guy.
Yeah.
North Carolina Central versus UC Davis. 7-year-old Mark Titus came up with this. You pick a team to lose, but then in the next round, you bring that team that lost, bring them back into the fold.
Yes.
So that way you're conceding your perfect bracket. You're saying, I'm not going to get a perfect bracket.
Not everyone's perfect.
But no one gets a perfect bracket anyway.
No.
What I'm doing is
there's that one guy.
I'm hedging my bet.
Wow.
Villanova, Final Four.
Congrats to Villanova.
First team in NCAA history to lose in the Sweet 16 and still make the Final Four.
Unbelievable.
That's what we're doing.
Good for them.
We're going with that.
That's real adversity.
Villanova, Gonzaga, we're gonna have to come back to that one because that one hurts to think about too.
Yeah, those are 2 of your pet teams.
We got to set the Final Four.
Man.
But that's what's happening.
That's really good. Good for Villanova.
So let's go to the Midwest.
Yeah.
The best region in America. The Midwest.
The Midwest, a part of the country that you live in and are biased over. The question we have for the viewers, Mark Tyus, which is a great question for you, a Big Ten homer. Big Ten, good or trash?
Are we sure the Big Ten's good?
Are we sure the Big Ten is good? We're not sure. So let us know what you think about the Big Ten. Any of your favorite teams?
I mean, everyone's already kind of. I've talked to everyone about the Big Ten, but I'm interested to hear. Yeah, has your opinion changed? Because Michigan won the Big Ten tournament, therefore the Big Ten's good.
Yeah, they're good.
Because,
yeah,
it's not like one team was obviously going to win the Big Ten tournament all along.
It was like lost, but better.
Yeah. North Carolina Central, UC Davis.
Well, Central's winning that game.
By the way, Central's winning that game, we'll say, and obviously Kansas is going to win.
Oh, what? Not even a discussion?
Here's a discussion.
Yeah.
Do you pick the playing games when you're filling out your bracket? Like
No.
your office,
Already
pool,
decide.
Your friends. When are the brackets due? Are they due tomorrow or are they due Thursday?
No, they do Thursday.
They're Thursday, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
68 didn't change anything.
I had one buddy that tried to do like the playing games. I was like, no.
Yeah. You just have to pick that team. Because
don't do that.
if you obviously expect that team to win, it's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Jim Larinaga, Michigan State, a repeat, as someone on Twitter pointed out to me, because we forgot to bring this up on the podcast, repeated George Mason's run when they took down Michigan State.
Then they beat North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember
Fun
that.
fact.
Miami, Michigan State, can't count out Tom Izzo in March, even when he has a bad team that probably shouldn't even be in the tournament. And
How are they at 9 seed? Can we just say that? That makes no sense.
because Miles Bridges dunks really, really good.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
On occasion. I like
even
Cassius Winston.
Even Tom Izzo was like, God damn it, I can't believe I got to go to this stupid tournament. And
Yeah.
He's like, I got a reputation. I can't believe I got to take this shitty team to the tournament. Shot clock.
Shot clock.
Make a
Miami.
pick. Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michigan State's not good.
You're counting out Izzo in March. Can't believe it.
I'm breaking the Cardinal rule.
He's never, ever lost in the first round of March. It's never
Yeah.
happened. Iowa State, Nevada. Big variance game, 12-5. Iowa State's hitting threes when Deontay Burton is not good at basketball.
Yeah.
Until he is good at basketball, and then holy shit, he's good at basketball.
Yeah, he had a huge tournament. So a lot of people I've seen Iowa State like as the sneaky team to get in.
Well, you have no idea what team. That's what makes this tournament awesome. You have no idea what Iowa State's team's going to show up.
-6. Iowa
-6
State.
is the spread.
Yeah, that's the spread on the game.
Ugh.
I gotta
I'm
say.
gonna go Iowa State just for that Deontay Burton dunk
Okay.
from
That's fair. That's good reason.
Iowa State.
Good for Ames, Iowa. Good for you.
Here's the game: Purdue, Vermont.
the game of the century.
Ryan Rustillo, the ghost of TJ Sorrentine of Vermont, taking down Syracuse in 05. The fighting,
Great 4-13
The
game.
Fighting Rustillos.
This is another 4-13 game, Titus. Just like the Syracuse game.
Just like the Syracuse game
yeah,
was.
so this is their wheelhouse. The Catamount wheelhouse.
So I was kind of on the Vermont bandwagon because they've won like 1 million games in a row, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they like really hot?
yeah.
And so I did like
They didn't lose in conference play.
I did 5 seconds of research and saw that part of this win streak, they beat Albany by like 2 points to
Yeah.
win their conference tournament.
Which is a tough team. Tough
I mean,
draw.
I'm in on you as a hot team if you're actually blowing guys out, but when you're just winning a little bit, I don't know. I like Purdue personally, but
Caleb Swanigan bias.
Swanigan's the
Yeah, we want to see Swanigan, so therefore Purdue should win, but I'm worried for Purdue.
That's going to be a hell of a game, Purdue, Iowa State, if that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Creighton, Rhode Island. I like Rhode Island.
I like Rhode Island, too.
Do we even need to talk about this?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, Creighton,
Rhode Island's good, yeah.
Injuries. Sorry,
Creighton, their starting point guard got hurt.
Who was leading the country in
in the-
assists at
yeah.
one point until Lonzo now obviously does. But
In the middle of the year, I thought Creighton was going to fold. They didn't. Shout out to Creighton for not folding. Had a great season. Your season's going to end against Rhode Island,
how about
unfortunately.
Jay Wright called McDermott, Doug McDermott, the coach. Coach McDermott,
Did he?
he called
He called
Doug
Doug
McDermott.
McDermott?
So congrats to Doug
That's
McDermott for
awesome.
coaching Creighton and also playing in the NBA.
That's awesome. Oregon, Iona. Speaking of injuries, Oregon lost Chris Boucher, their shot blocker.
I have a question. Why does every
And then
Pac-12 team that's good have like a token injury to make sure that they can have an excuse?
Yeah,
like last year,
interesting.
California had an excuse.
Right.
This year, Oregon has an excuse.
Yeah, it has happened twice.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's happened twice.
It's happened twice.
So now it's a trend. It's a
That's
trend.
enough. I still think Oregon beats Iona because
It's Iona.
because
Sorry,
I don't know anything about
Siena.
Iona.
Sorry to Siena. Good for Oregon. Good for Nike. They need some help.
Michigan, Oklahoma State. That's going to be a basketball game.
Yeah,
That's going to be awesome.
gotta look at that.
Michigan playing really well right now, obviously. Won the Big Ten tournament.
They're favored by 2 points in this game.
I mean, Oklahoma State, one of the best offenses, if not the best offense in the country.
Phil Forte, this is
terrible-
his 7th tournament, I
Terrible defense. Michigan, kind of the same thing. Like, their defense isn't as bad, but their offense isn't as good.
Yeah.
But they're still very – what does Vegas say?
think. It's 2-point favorite in this game.
2-point favorite? What does Kim Pom say?
Kim Pom, oh man.
Kim Pom's going to say Michigan, right?
Yeah,
We
gotta
go
find Michigan. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Kim Pom says Michigan's 21. Kim
Michigan,
Pom.
that's our
so,
tiebreaker.
Yeah, Kim Pom. Good, congrats, Ken.
Hail to the victors.
Hail to the victors. Go blue. They did it. Louisville, Jacksonville State.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Don't no.
Not even a question. How mad are you that Little Patino? Look, so Minnesota could have been a 7 seed. They're a 5 seed. So it could have been Patino versus Patino there.
It should have been.
It should have been.
Minnesota got a 5 seed. Minnesota got a 5 seed, and Wisconsin got an 8 seed.
Yeah,
I don't
and
understand
Michigan
it.
won the Big Ten tournament. In case people forgot.
Oh, you know why Michigan State got in? Because the committee chair is Michigan State's AD.
Oh, Mark Hollis?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin up here. That's why they got hosed. Because he doesn't care. Michigan State has no bad blood with Minnesota. They don't really care.
Do you think Delaney was mad about all this? Jim Delaney, commissioner of the Big Ten?
Jim Delaney's too busy trying to get every single team in the country under his Big Ten umbrella. He can't be bothered.
Just
to care
grow
about
the brand.
seeding. Yeah, that's all he's trying to do. North Carolina, Texas Southern. Mike Davis.
You're leaving the region.
Shit, I did it
Stay
again.
in the region.
No, I'm a first-round guy. God damn it. Kansas, Miami. So
Larandega's a man of upsets.
Kansas has sort of been playing with fire all season.
Yeah.
They always win, which is awesome, but they always almost lose, which is not awesome. Miami plays good defense.
Yes.
Do you like Miami? What are we looking at?
My
right
prediction is that Miami will get up by a lot. A lot of people will tune into the game thinking Miami's going to get the upset, and then they will.
And Frank Mason will say, bitch. I'm Frank Mason.
Bitch,
Yeah,
I'm Frank Mason.
I agree. Kansas.
Sweet 16, Kansas. This is a game this may be the best game if we get this 4-5 game. Yeah. So Iowa State, Purdue.
3-point shooters. Purdue has the kind of the tiebreaker with Swanigan, I think.
Yeah, and Haas.
But Iowa State has
guys.
Monte Morris. Have you seen his assist to turnover ratio?
What? Yeah, Monte Morris, really good.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Monte Morris is going to absolutely eat Purdue's.
Yeah, they have
lunch.
Purdue has never had guards.
But Caleb Swanigan's going to eat their lunch.
Whose lunch will get eaten first the most?
I'm going Purdue just because I want to see Swanigan and Mason in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, let's go.
We're not picking who we think is going to win. We're picking who we want to.
Swanigan has to make it the
matchups.
national championship game to tie David Robinson's double-double record.
You love that double-double record.
I love the double-double. It's the record of all time, David Robinson. So I really hope that he makes the national championship game. So that's why I'm picking Purdue.
Rhode Island, Oregon.
That seems like a nice Oregon loss, Rhode Island, Sweet 16.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going upset. I know you don't want this, but I'm going upset.
I mean, I like it. Rhode Island was supposed to be good this year.
They won the 18
Rhode
tournament.
Island's kind of like what we were talking about earlier about Xavier. Like they were kind of hyped at the beginning of the year, then they sucked and everyone forgot about them, and then now they're starting to come back. Some would say they're peaking at the right time, Tate.
Yeah, and they almost beat
peaking at
Duke
the right
early in
time?
the season, so that's good for them.
That's true.
The A-10 is good. Dayton is good. Rhode Island is good. VCU is good. The buzzer says we have to pick Rhode Island.
I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Who cares?
All right.
Because it doesn't really matter anyway. They're losing to.
You don't even know who you want to
Look at
pick.
this writing. I spaced that out terribly. Michigan, Louisville, 2013 national championship rematch.
This is revenge.
Spike Albrecht, Luke Hancock.
Spike Albrecht now in Purdue.
Now in
So,
Purdue.
random enough. Wow. Whoa. That's chaos.
Louisville's better than Michigan, though.
Yeah.
Louisville's a better team.
Always has been.
Like I said when we were talking, Marquette, South Carolina, I like defense over offense. If everything else is equal, which this isn't because Louisville's better, but if it was, I like great defense over great offense. So
I'd take Louisville too.
Also,
Go Patino.
Louisville's been to. They didn't go to the Elite Eight last year because they couldn't because they were paying prostitutes and all that other stuff. But the last three they've been eligible to, they've gone to. So Louisville has been to basically 3 straight Elite Eights.
Yes.
And they're good. Kansas, Purdue, played in the Sweet 16 in 2012. Robbie Hummel had 0 healthy knees, and he was bombing threes all
Still
over
had a
them.
great game.
Giving Thomas Robinson and company the business.
Thomas Robinson
Came up just a little bit short. This is going to be amazing because Kansas has the 4-guard lineup. Purdue does not.
Yeah, they have 2
Kansas is going to
huge
absolutely
guys.
destroy with their guards. Purdue is going to absolutely destroy with Swanigan. I like Kansas. They're obviously the better team, but if Purdue won, I wouldn't be shocked. You like upsets? You want to do it?
Yeah. Why not? Sorry,
Screw it.
Kansas fans.
Screw it.
Screw it. I just want the double-double record, so I'm just going to keep taking Purdue.
Double record.
Yeah, national champions.
We have a Big Ten team
In the Elite Eight.
It's amazing. That would be Purdue's first Elite Eight since I think 2000. Yeah, I think.
Nice.
Butler. So here's the thing about it. Here's my little Indiana nugget. Butler and Notre Dame have both been to multiple Elite Eights.
Yeah.
Since Purdue or IU have even been to their last one.
Mm. Is that tough in the state? Are people real upset about it?
It's not a good thing, Tate.
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
not a good thing.
Yeah, sorry, Nina.
Rhode Island, Louisville. We don't even need to.
Yeah, Louisville.
And then this would be a rematch. Louisville, Purdue.
Yep.
Louisville beat Purdue at home. That's kind of Louisville's thing, though. Is like, I really like Louisville until people remind me that they
are horrible on the road.
Yeah, they're horrible on the road.
They're a terrible road team. So most of these games are on the road.
This isn't a road game. This is going to be in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
No, this is Kansas City.
South
This is Kansas
Memphis.
City, South Memphis.
Yeah.
This will be in Kansas City. Louisville's better. Louisville's going to beat Purdue.
Well, would there be more Purdue fans there, right, in Kansas City?
In Kansas City?
No, probably more Louisville fans.
More Louisville fans.
So, Louisville. Go for the fans. Kim Palm says Louisville, too, by the way. Of course. Good for Louisville.
Kim Palm says Louisville. So North Carolina, Texas Southern.
We're going to the South. The question for the viewers in the South: which team's tournament seed is most egregiously wrong? Egregiously, great word. Egregiously
What does
wrong.
egregious mean? Look that up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's unbelievably
egregiously
wrong.
Minnesota. The answer is Minnesota.
Yeah,
they got a 5 seed.
Yeah, Minnesota should be a 7 seed, and they should be playing. It should be Patino on Patino.
I don't understand how Minnesota get a 5 and Wisconsin got an 8. I really will
Poor
never
Bronson
understand
Koenig. No respect.
North Carolina going to beat Mike Davis.
Love Mike Davis, though.
How do you write North Carolina? Do you put the in Carolina?
Just put NC.
UNCCH? Are you the Chapel Hill?
That's what Duke kids do. UNCCH.
Arkansas, Seton Hall. What do you look at? What do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say I like Arkansas.
Okay.
Everyone's picking Seton Hall in this game.
Are they?
Everyone.
Why?
Billis, they're all just like Arkansas
What's the
doesn't
reason?
have it. Seton Hall gets rebounds. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, why can't we just let Arkansas win a game?
Moses Kingsley tried to take off De'Aaron Fox's
that's what I say. I watched Moses Kingsley try to
that's all I need to know.
hurt people
He's hungry,
in the game.
man. He wants
setting
it.
screens like
Setting
this,
screens.
knocking people down. Yeah, that's what.
Getting your hips into it.
Yeah. I'd like a fight.
Minnesota, Middle Tennessee. This is the 12-5 special everyone's going after. Are we falling into that trap too? Are we following the trends, doing what everyone else thinks? Because on Middle Tennessee, they won 30 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Charles Barkley told me yesterday. He said he loved them. Loved the team. They should have asked Barkley to name 3 players on the team when he said that. That would have been the best thing ever.
I love this team. I saw they have 30 wins. And I feel like they got disrespected.
I don't want to.
so confused how North Carolina's a 1 seed and they had 7 losses, and Middle Tennessee's a 12 and they had 4. He's like, the math doesn't add up, Ernie. I don't understand it.
Can't make fun of Barkley if the buzzer goes off.
Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. MT. Hey, that's my initials. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, nice.
Butler, Winthrop.
Butler's not very good, right?
Are we sure they're good?
Yeah, I'm not sure they're good.
Wonky team.
Yeah.
Are we sure they're good? Butler, Winthrop. The way I've been describing Butler all season is I feel like they need one more player. And the way college works is you don't get one more player.
Yeah, you can't trade for players.
But having said that, I know literally nothing about Winthrop.
Yeah, Vegas has Butler as an 11-point favorite.
Yeah,
Butler's going to win.
Butler.
So that's pretty much a lock.
Also, it's Butler.
It's Butler.
It's Butler in March. They always win, except when they don't.
Yeah, and Minnesota, just for that, Minnesota was in a pick 'em with Middle Tennessee State, so that was a good pick.
We got to pick the picking game. Kansas State, Wake Forest. This is going to be a hell of a playing game.
Yeah.
Bruce Weber is this screams like Kansas State fans want Bruce Weber fired so badly, so therefore he's going to make the Sweet 16 and keep his job for 3 more years.
Yeah.
And just frustrate the hell out of them. But then Wake Forest, sweatshirt.
Danny Manning and the
You're
Miracles.
a Wake Forest guy. We like Wake Forest.
I believe in miracles.
You believe?
I do believe in miracles.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe when we have these 50-50 picks, you always pick the ACC team. That's unbelievable. I'm truly shocked.
That's a pick 'em too, says Vegas. So Bruce Weber, you have a shot.
That's gonna be a good game. That's actually
the only first
I like
game
to
you
shit
should
on
watch.
playing games a lot. I usually don't watch them, but that one actually is gonna be worth watching.
It's a good Tuesday
I'm not
game.
gonna watch Providence USC.
No.
I don't care, but I do care about that one. Cincinnati Wake Forest then.
This is a Mick Cronin special. I could see Danny Manning beating Mick Cronin and Mick Cronin throwing a fit. I'm going to go Wake Forest, but I know that you're going to go Cincinnati.
shocking.
You're already going.
I'm an Ohio guy. I'm
Yeah.
vetoing
You're
that one.
defending your state. I'm defending my state.
Cincinnati. I haven't actually given Cincinnati enough love this year. That's one of my big regrets on the season and how I how I covered this college basketball season. I didn't talk about Cincinnati now.
Cincinnati can score this season, which is, if you've watched Cincinnati in the past,
funny 'cause, like,
they've never been able
Cincinnati-
to score.
The vibe with Cincinnati is, they always play great defense, but they can't score to save their lives. Or they can score, but they can't, like, shoot. They have no skill.
Yeah.
And this year it's like, hey, Cincinnati, they can actually hit some open shots. And then you look up their stats, and they're shooting, like, 35% from the three-point line still. But it's just not – they're not shooting 25, so you're like, hey, they can hit shots. They're
35th ranked offense, says Kim Pong.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
They're good, yeah.
Not that bad.
That's what I mean. They're a good team. UCLA, Kent State.
Where's Kent State at?
In Ohio.
Oh, okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So are you going to pick them?
No.
Okay.
No.
UCLA, good for you.
UCLA. I do like UCLA.
I love Lonzo versus Mick Cronin. I love Alford versus Cronin. That's a lot of.
I like UCLA a lot, but not as much as
the rest of the world.
As the rest of the world seems to love them. Dayton, Wichita State. Wichita State, 6-point favorite. I looked it up earlier.
Nice.
Wichita State is favored in this game. Greg Marshall is.
Wichita State is
losing
a
his
10
mind.
seed, and they are an 8. They're the 8th best team according to Kim Pom. That makes 0 sense.
This is the winner gets the IU job of these coaches. Archie Miller. Greg Marshall. I like Dayton actually. I think this is Dayton. Like this screams like Greg Marshall's so busy complaining about.
We
his
love the
10 seed.
Atlantic 10 based on our picks right now.
Yeah.
So I'll take Dayton. Yeah, I'll take
Shot
Dayton.
clock.
Sure.
Let's go Dayton.
Yeah.
Everyone else likes Wichita State.
A lot of Ohio teams and Kentucky teams in this bracket, man.
Yeah. It's almost like they bracket these things based on region or something.
Yeah, they do. Wow,
Jesus.
how shocking.
Kentucky, Northern Kentucky. Northern Kentucky, first year eligible.
1 for 1.
First year in the tournament. Suck on that, Northwestern.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
Suck on that. First year eligible, they're in the tournament.
Yeah.
What took you?
And they have
what took
North
you
in
guys
their
so
name,
long?
too.
And did you see them making a big deal about it? Do you
No.
see like the Northern Kentucky journalism majors all over TV talking about it? No, you don't. Having said that, they're going to get their asses kicked.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and take North Carolina.
Yeah.
Just get it over with. I know you don't want to talk about them.
I don't really want to talk about them.
You don't want to talk about them.
I mean, I thought it was interesting how you brought up the thing where we were talking about how you were really quick to point out how Louisville never wins on the road and they're terrible on the road.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious to see if at any point as North Carolina advances, if you're going to bring that up. We'll see. Butler, Middle Tennessee. I like Butler.
I like Butler. I'd also like Middle Tennessee to beat Butler, but I want
Wow,
Tyler Lewis to
what
play
did Butler
Carolina.
do to you?
Nothing, except for beat. North Carolina lost to Butler 2014 Atlantis. I was at the game. Butler just played a lot of good defense, fundamentals.
That's what they do, man.
Yeah, so
what they
that
do.
is
North
a game
Carolina's
that North
there for-
Carolina loses to
Butler
Butler.
plays basketball to win the game. North Carolina plays to like look cool and
Yeah,
get
to be
Instagram
flashy.
followers.
Stop
and
with all the
like,
flash.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're soft. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
North
they're
Carolina's soft. Cincinnati, UCLA.
I was mentioning this to you. These are the battle of two bears, the Bearcats and the Bruins. So who's the better bear? When it comes down to it, that's pretty much the difference in this game.
Tate is officially the woman in your office that doesn't watch basketball. And
Exactly.
Just like,
It comes down to
They have
bears.
cute mascots. I
Yeah.
like them.
She went to the zoo earlier.
Yeah, this is another defense-offense type game, style clashing.
I would pick Cincinnati, but I want UCLA to make it for the sake of Memphis.
Yeah. I
Teaser.
wouldn't be shocked if UCLA lost before the Sweet 16, but I really want them to not lose. So
We also
that's
need
what
a
I'm shooting for.
Kentucky UCLA rematch.
This game would be. This second round game, no matter who Kentucky is going to play, is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be just Archie Miller or Greg Marshall coaching circles around Calipari as Calipari is like trying to promote his 30 for 30 upcoming 30.
His upcoming 30 for 30
Yeah.
and his podcast, Calcast.
Yeah, like at the halftime interview, they're like, Cal, you're down 15. What's going on out there? He's like, I don't know, but got that 30 for 30 coming out, next week. So
Play the promo.
Maybe
Play
you should
the
watch that
promo.
and I'll answer that. Yeah, play the promo. Why don't you cut to the promo?
Roll the promo.
But yeah, Kentucky's too good. Kentucky's kind of figuring it out.
This game's in Memphis, right?
No, not yet.
No, the
This
next
one's
game's in Memphis. But all right, so we have to pick. I think Dayton will travel well.
Yeah, I think so too. I
But
think
Kentucky
their fans
will win.
I think their fans will travel well and watch their team lose
Yes.
to Kentucky. UNC Butler.
That's a tough game. I feel like that's the most susceptible Carolina is to lose because they
Yeah.
always lose to Butler. And
They do.
Facts.
But I don't.
But Butler's not as good as usual, right? So
No, but they weren't as good as usual when they did go to the championship game.
Yeah.
2 times.
2011, yeah.
Like they don't have great teams when they make these runs. They have teams like that are as good as what they are now.
I think Carolina has the big guys. Isaiah Hicks could have a big game.
I agree.
Offensive rebounding is, something that will work in that game, I think, if I had to guess.
This is the one. UCLA, Kentucky.
I love that you're switching from in Carolina to UNC to in Carolina.
I'm gonna put North C on the next one if they.
North California. UCLA, Kentucky.
Rematch. UCLA won in Rupp. We were talking about this on the podcast, right? Or were we just talking off the air? I don't remember.
We were talking.
I've been hanging out with you too much since I've been here.
Yeah.
About how that game in December there's like nothing to take from it. It was just guys running up and down.
Yeah,
and like,
it was a great AAU game.
There's no like, let's rewatch that tape and figure out how we can exploit this. It was just like, who has the better athletes, who has the better shot makers, stuff like that.
Back to the buzzer.
Back to the buzzer. It's going to be in Memphis. We'll give it to Kentucky because
it's so close. I mean, it'll be packed with UCLA fans, right?
UCLA travels well. When UCLA has the number one team in the country, their fans will travel.
Yes.
3 miles to Westwood.
They'll be at Pauley Pavilion watching the game.
North Carolina, Kentucky.
Ooh,
another rematch.
Best game of the season, right?
Best game of the season, yeah. It was amazing.
Malik Monk hit the three, had 47 points.
Justin Jackson had like 30-something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30, I think, exactly.
So here's the thing, Tate. Yeah. Everyone wants the best rivalry in college basketball in this tournament.
Yeah, that's what everyone's picking.
Everyone's saying we want the best rivalry. We got Duke on one side of the bracket, North Carolina on the other. Best rivalry for the national title. I say phooey. I say phooey to that.
Phooey. That's the word. Shot clock.
I say phooey. The real best rivalry.
Wow.
They only play once a year, Tate. Carolina played Duke 3 times this year. They lost twice, Tate.
Yeah, that's
You don't
true.
get a fourth shot. We're not giving you a fourth shot.
Wow.
If you wanted to beat Duke, you should have done it one of the last 2 times.
It's 1-1. Isaiah Hicks didn't play in the first game based on Duke logic. Jennifer Lawrence versus Ashley Judd, Kentucky, Louisville. Up and coming, Yeah, it's a tough game. Who do you want? I got to say, I think Cal owns Louisville a little bit.
I think Kentucky does it. Louisville, I like Louisville better in a vacuum, but
not against Calipari.
I like Kentucky as well.
It's like Pitino sees the younger version of himself at Kentucky, like what could have been if he just exploited the system properly.
Yeah.
And it's really tough for him to get over.
Pitino openly regrets going to the Celtics. Yeah. And he's like, I wish I would have stayed in Kentucky.
I could have been Cal.
I could have been Cal, yeah. I should have done that.
I should have a podcast.
That's why he's getting the prostitutes. He's trying to get back to it. He's like, it's like, what is Cal doing to these guys to get all these recruits? And it's like he's giving them prostitutes. He's got to be.
Yes.
Villanova, Gonzaga. I really like Gonzaga. Everyone loves Villanova.
I think it's
maybe the 2 best teams in the country.
Villanova and Gonzaga are the 2
Who's
best.
better than them? Name 12 teams better than them. Go. You can't do it.
Let me go to Kim Pom. I'd say Villanova is going to get there, right? I think Villanova over Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I don't even think Gonzaga is going to be there. I will say this isn't my. This is the.
Why do you think Gonzaga's not going to be there? Let's hash that out.
Because Karnowski's going to foul out one of these games, and he's the brute enforcer, and someone's going to foul him out. Someone's going to be smart.
They have a 7-foot McDonald's All-American off the bench. You're a hater. You're just a hater. What did Gonzaga do to you?
I like Zach Collins. What did Gonzaga?
Someone like look up, because I don't remember this. My history's not that great. Look up when Gonzaga beat North Carolina.
2008, Josh Heitfeld.
Is that what it is?
I was there at Madison Square Garden.
This man holds grudges like no one I've ever seen.
Yeah, so Villanova, take him there. How am I holding a grudge? I picked Villanova. I don't think Kentucky's going to be there either.
When did Villanova ever beat North Carolina, though?
They lost in 2005 and 2009.
Kentucky, Villanova. Ooh.
That's a great game. That'd be a great game. That'd be good for college basketball. I'd say give it to Villanova.
I'm making the call. Hashtag BBN. Kentucky's getting it done.
They have 8-1 odds.
What are they, 3rd best?
Yeah.
Behind
they're
Carolina,
tied with
Duke?
Kansas.
Oh, they're tied with Kansas?
Yeah. So it's Duke 5-1, Carolina 6-1.
Big Blue Nation, Kentucky.
Big Blue Nation.
You're winning the national title.
I don't co-sign any of this. This is nothing. I don't agree with any of this.
Let's look over our bracket and figure out what we got wrong.
Yeah. Virginia loses to UNCW, probably.
Yeah. Here. You take your red marker and you.
Well, I'm locked in.
Oh, you're locked in. Magic of TV. What do you
want
to change?
Magic of TV.
Just so we have it on record. What do you want to change?
UNCW.
UNCW. Tate says.
Duke loses to SMU.
Okay.
Villanova goes. Yeah, Villanova. I want the rematch. So I want North Carolina beats Kentucky, North Carolina Villanova.
It's so boring. That's worse than North Carolina Villanova would be worse than North Carolina Duke. That's
What?
like the most
North
boring.
Carolina Villanova would be great.
That's the most boring thing.
No.
Those are the picks. If you want to make money, this is what you do. Did we get? Who was the most shocking upset we had? Nobody?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island going to the Sweet 16.
Rhode Island was huge for us.
That's our
Xavier.
dark horse.
We got a lot.
Yeah, we
at
got
stake
two
for
11s
Xavier.
in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
We didn't go chalk that badly.
No.
Yeah.
I think Wichita State's going to be very upset about that pick.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's the point. Wichita State is so busy complaining about
Their seeding.
and no respect and all that kind of stuff. You know what Dayton's doing?
Yeah,
Dayton's figuring out how to beat Wichita State.
that's true. Greg Marshall needs $10 million. Is there anything else we need to say for March Madness?
I don't think so. I think that says it all right there. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. Teed Up. We're going to be doing podcasts
Yeah, we're
all
going to be
week.
doing podcasts all
Tons
week.
of podcasts, maybe more videos.
So many podcasts.
Hopefully the streams don't
You
go
won't be
down
able to
next
believe
time. We don't know. We're just trying to keep up with you guys. Big Blue Nation, we just pandered to you and your whole audience. Ashley Judd, call us, text us, phone in.
Yeah, let's get Ashley Judd on the show.
Yeah, can Ashley
'Cause you know
Judd come
she's
on the
not-
show?
She's not going to the games anymore.
Yeah.
She went to the game in Nashville because it's in Nashville.
She lives
Tate and I
there.
were talking about this, that Ashley Judd, it doesn't count. Like, unless you're going to Rupp, even Rupp shouldn't count. I need to see you at a road game, a true road game.
If Ashley Judd goes to Memphis, we'll say she's a real Kentucky fan.
Yeah. We're calling you out, Ashley.
We're getting the countdown.
We're getting the countdown.
What else do you have to say? We got 25 seconds.
I'm going to say Syracuse got snubbed.
Yeah. Sorry,
still-
Jim Boeheim. Go Wes
I
Miller.
still like Syracuse to make some noise in this tournament, make a little run. Illinois State also got snubbed. I thought
Texas State got snubbed.
Texas State got. Did they?
Yeah. They lost in their conference
yeah.
tournament, so
So-
therefore they're snubbed.
Let the madness begin.
We're 5 seconds away.
See you guys.
Yeah. Paul Jesperson, shouts to you.